Your mission beneath a mutant stronghold is successful. Your actions today will influence the outside world for years to come. The death of the Master was the first major step towards ending his mad dream of conquest and enforced peace. But it is the destruction of the vats that neutralizes the mutant threat. Without the ability to create more mutants and enforce their harsh brand of justice, the mutant armies flee to the east, beyond the no man's land. You managed to destroy the vats. Then you killed the Master before he could realize his twisted plans. With the Master gone, his armies flee to the east, in fear of retribution from the remaining normals. Your mission beneath the cathedral is successful. Your actions today will influence the outside world for years to come. It is done. Vault 13 belongs to the Unity and the Master. Your knowledge of the vault defenses saved many mutant lives during the attack. You personally made the final kill when you took the life of the Overseer. You will certainly become one of the finest soldiers for the Unity, and your skills will see you rewarded often in the future. You are happy. But there remains the tiniest doubt of what could have been. The ghouls of Necropolis learn how to maintain the repaired water pump, and eventually rediscover many lost secrets of engineering. They form a business, selling this technology to other towns. The ghouls of Necropolis learn firsthand the final meaning of dehydration as their city succumbs to the desert sands and the water runs out. Without their water-purifying control chip, they do not survive. The mutant attack on Necropolis spares none of its ghoulish inhabitants. After the mutant armies advance, they leave a truly dead city behind them. The followers of the apocalypse rise to become a major influence in New California. With your help, they gain control of the LA Boneyard. The mutant armies, led into battle by the fierce super mutants, destroy the followers of the apocalypse. Barely human carrion feeders pick over the followers' remains. In Shady Sands, Tandy helps her father Aradesh bring a new community and new life out of the broken remains of the world. They are responsible for the new California Republic, whose ideals spread across the land. Aradesh grieves for his slain daughter, Tandy, but eventually builds Shady Sands into a respected community which is prosperous for many years before his untimely death at the hands of a desert raider. With Aradesh dead and Tandy missing or killed, Shady Sands needs a new leader. After several elections, they find they cannot be governed by a single person and create a guiding council. Shortly afterwards, the raiders regroup and attack Shady Sands, burning the small community to the ground. The mutant army marches as far north as Shady Sands, razing the small town to the ground. Killian Darkwater takes firm control of Junktown, drives out the last of Gizmo's kind, and then enforces his own brand of frontier justice. Life is fair and safe under his law. Junktown becomes the new boom town under the careful and profitable guidance of Don Gizmo. He profits the most and continues to increase the size of his casino and the scope of his power, until he chokes to death while eating some iguana on a stick. The mutants are slowed, but not stopped, by the brave defenders of Junktown. When the army finishes their brutal siege, nothing of Junktown remains. Thanks to your persistence, the raiders are destroyed as an effective fighting force and disband. None of the raider survivors are ever heard from again. The desert raiders eventually regroup and manage to terrorize small communities in the years following your adventures. The desert raiders pillage most of the northern parts of New California. They are a scourge that lasts for years, until a rebel army of mutants brings them down. With your assistance, Old Harold brings the ghoul population of the hub into equality with the humans. The two sides work together and the hub prospers. Old Harold is still alive, as far as anyone knows. The hub disperses before the might of the mutant army, and will never recover. The Brotherhood of Steel helps the other human outposts drive the mutant armies away with minimal loss of life on both sides of the conflict. The advanced technology of the Brotherhood is slowly reintroduced into New California, with little disruption or chaos. The Brotherhood wisely remains out of the power structure, and becomes a major research and development house. The Brotherhood of Steel, under new leadership after the death of Rhombus, becomes an overzealous techno-religious dictatorship. In 20 years, the Steel Plague devastates the newly formed New California Republic, and starts a dark age that could last 1,000 years. The Brotherhood of Steel repels the first wave of mutant invasion, but a traitor in their midst causes the Citadel to fall. Fortunately, the advanced technology is mastered slowly by the mutants, and they were unable to use it against you. Your involvement with the various places and people of the Wasteland is well documented by future historians. Only a single question remained unanswered. What happened to you? You march into the desert sands, leaving the shattered corpse of the Overseer behind you, never to return to the vault. You march into the desert sands, leaving the vault behind you.